Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel again. I am actually here on my Dora David Vlogs. I want to share something with you what persons actually asked me, and I think I should actually share it with the media because it's really important. Um, the question persons asked me is, why do I invest? What's the purpose of investing? Why do you actually take all your money and you invest into something that actually you're not sure what is the outcome is going to be? Okay, so the first thing I would say is this all starts with your mind. So if your mind actually is on some part of gaining success, you're going to be successful. If your mind is not on this, don't expect to be successful. So it all starts with a mind game. But the reason why I really invest, it really shows that later in life I can actually fall into a trap. Okay, for instance, like something can happen to me, something can happen to my account, something can happen to you. Never know. That's how I invest. I invest with the unexpected because you never know what your life actually entails until it happens. So I invest with always a backup, and I use my investments as a backup. Even if I use it as a business, I still use it as a backup. So in case that, for instance, I fall into a trap that actually needs some cash right at hand, and when I look, maybe my account to see some kind of thing takes place, and I actually had to start back from zero. What I really do is the investment I actually has, which is an asset. That's not something that a bank can hold. This is not something that you can give someone to actually have into the pocket. For example, a piece of garden. You have a piece of garden and you fall into a trap. You can actually use that piece of garden, that asset which you actually used to be investing into, to actually put you back onto your foot. So this asset you can sell, and it may worth something like over $100,000, $500,000, $60,000. This is more than enough to actually get your back started. So if you're actually investing and you want to know the real reason why investors invest and why they really do it, is because later in life, when they decided that, okay, I don't want to work again, or I don't want this again, I don't want that again, I'm tired of business, I don't want it. You actually have investments that you can actually sell, and you can actually use the money to actually sustain the rest of your life. You can travel, you can do whatever you want. But the main thing is, as a young person, you actually act up on that investment. Okay? And if you actually had reached so far into the video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and also share. So as I was saying, if you actually reach to that part where you want to stop work, it's not something that someone can tell you to do. It's not something that someone can compel you to do, because it's something you already set up. So see life as a setup. Just as how you build a house and you put block on top of block, and you make sure that they are straight, and you make sure when it comes to plastering, everything is done perfectly and it is strong. Investment is actually the same thing. Okay, you build something, you build a structure in a spiritual aspect. Okay, when I said a spiritual aspect, it's your mind. Your mind build the future you want to live in. So for instance, you want to live in a nice mansion, you want to have 5 cars, you want to actually own a private jet, whatsoever it is. It's like an house. You're building something, and it's actually saying to you that you need some assets, you need some investing some way to actually start to own that particular life you want to actually live. And when you start going up the ladder, you're going to actually see the benefits of investing. There are going to be days that you can actually rest. There are going to be days you can actually sit back and relax while, most of the friends may have to work. So it's not a bad thing to invest. It's a really good thing to invest. And if you're investing, don't try to invest big. You can actually start with like $1. Okay, you can start with $1. Invest with $1. You can buy some snack. You can sell it over, get a retail. You can actually continue, because profits is actually the little sum of money you actually make from every product. And this is what combines together to make the profits. The profits is not like $5,000 of the business whole expenditure and profits. Is more like that. After you actually take off all your expenditures, then the little what remains is actually your profits. And these things don't actually build just like this. These things take some time to build, and when they actually build, they build. So you have to have the mindset of saving. You have to have the mindset of trusting the process. It's a process you put to yourself that you actually want to achieve. You just want to sit on it. You want to actually go out with it. You want to actually make it happen with your mind and with your physical body. Okay, so this is what's gonna actually make you be the person you want to be. You may not actually get everything in life because as a young person, you may have that vision now, and later in life, when you see how life really works, it's not a passion for you anymore. So your heart may change towards it. You may even want something more decent, more smaller, and that's just life. So that's the unexpected part of life I am actually planning for. That's why I invest the way I invest, and I can actually invest everything that I have because I know for surety when you invest, all your profits are actually in your hand. It's not in the bank. No one can actually seize that from you. So it's a very, very good opportunity to invest in, and it's a very good way to invest. That's why I actually promote investing, like going into livestock, going into things that is assets, things that actually cannot be taken away from you, just like how your money in the bank could be seized. So it's things that you should look into, and if you actually see the light into these things, maybe one day or later you may start a YouTube channel, you may actually be doing something really great with yourself, and you may be encouraging maybe my children in the future if I actually had children in the future. And that could actually be a motivation for them. Maybe I may not be around. Who knows what could actually happen? And because you have actually listened to that video and you had actually take that little knowledge and you put it into practice, and now you have become someone that you didn't even see yourself to be in the years to come, then you can be an inspiration to a lot of different young persons. So to even young persons in schools, coming out from your educational level, which is you may reach the TAM-CC. I didn't have the chance to reach the TAM-CC when coming to my school. I may actually have to do a live where I can share my whole life experience with how I really started from scratch to actually where I am right now. But I was saying I didn't finish. Um, sorry, I finished my high school, but I didn't get to go to TAM-CC. Okay, that's where I actually learned something that when it comes to education, education is not in a book. Okay, that's where I learned that part. Education is not written in a book. Yes, there are basic things in life that is actually written in the book, so that we can learn how to count, how to read, how to write, how to spell our names. That's like basics. But when it comes to education, it's not really in a book. It's actually into your head. It's just, like I said, the percentage of your brain which you're not focusing on. Um, the time you're not even giving yourself to sit and really think and see actually what direction you want to head in and how hard it may be, what are the obstacles you think you might be facing and stuff like this. So as I was saying, I'm not going to deprive anyone who's actually want to go to the tertiary levels and further their education, but to me I see this as a waste of time because you're wasting your time, and time is actually money. So the best thing is if you have a skill, if you have something that you can do, okay, physically, and you can make money from that, that's just the whole thing. There's no rock science in this thing. That's just the whole thing. So you have a way that you can actually make money. You use that platform and make money. You can talk good, you can write good, you can add, you can subtract, you can do math, you can do stuff. You can start a YouTube channel, you can actually be a little teacher. You can just use the ability you have as long as it is um, you have a little experience in it, and you can actually do it, and this is gonna take you far. That's just it. So I see it like this. The reason why I say that the education is actually, to me, I don't see it as any big set of thing, but I recommend you finish your first level. Okay, your standard one, you go up to your standard six. I don't know how much standard in different countries it may be, but when you reach up to your standard six before you go to high school, I see this as the basic that a child should actually need to start his life. Okay, so if you're going on to the secondary, it's okay. You finish off your secondary, it's okay. You want to go to your college, it's okay. You want to go to your master's degree like universities, it is still okay. But how I see it, you actually make money with a skill, not with a book. So if you actually watched my video to all the end, I want to say thank you all for all those who actually watched. Like, share, subscribe, and participate. And also, I'm going to be coming with new videos actually, I believe, to show you the real way of actually investing, also heading out from school and trying to choose a career path for yourself. and trying to build yourself and actually become someone. And like I say, lift yourself out of the poverty life if you're there. Okay, so stay tuned to my channel, and I'll actually come with more motivational videos, more influential videos when it comes to uplifting yourselves and becoming a better person. So thank you all for watching, and see you in the next video.